craziness continues from these crazy-ass people that have just gone bonkers all throughout the country. These entitled crybabies. But you know what? Everybody has a right to protest. As you know, I love every race and person in this country. I just see the double-sidedness of everything, and it's going crazy today. Oakland, California Mayor Libby Schaaf, is that how you say her last name? I don't even know. Tells protesting students she understands pain of election, but says it's no time to trash the most progressive, diverse, and inclusive city in America. Yes, very inclusive, very diverse, very progressive they are in California. Of course, I forgot how progressive they are in California. In fact, they're not regressive, they're progressive, as they say. Yes, that's right. They're so progressive, right? They're so progressive that check out this news article. If you guys don't remember, because nobody covered it really, because nobody cares about white people. Just so you know, I cover everything equally. I'm not like one of these people that thinks that things can't happen to white people, because the minute that you think that bad things can't happen to white people is the minute that you've gone stupid, basically. Now, I mean, years ago myself, I used to joke around about this. I used to be like, what do white people have to be upset about, you know? In fact, George Carlin made a joke, you know, what do white people have to be blue about? Banana Republic ran out of khakis. However, when you see little children who are white killed by police officers, when you see white men in the street who are just going to the grocery store who are jumped by a black man and beaten, well, and you don't see any of that on the news, you know that there's one-sidedness going on in this country. They will only cover it if a black man is shot. And if a black man is shot by a black cop, they leave out that the cop was black so everyone can get mad at white people. The same night. So here's your progressive California for you. Students created a human chain to disallow anybody who is white to get into the school. Now, where I'm from, that's racism. Anybody who disallows a race to get into the school is racism. If you set up a chain to stop black people from getting into the school, people would lose their freaking minds. If you set up a big human chain to not allow Mexicans or Latino descent into the school, or gay people into the school, there would be a big problem. But it's okay to do it to this white guy or any other white person that attempted to get in the school that day. You see the double-sidedness? What's happened is everybody that has actually been wronged has been wronged and fights for their rights. But the issue is little entitled, spoiled brat narcissists are the ones in control of this. These people aren't harmed. They just think they're more important than any of us. They think they're more important than you or I or anybody. When the answer is nobody is more important. Yes, we need to work on getting equal rights for everybody everywhere. But let's not take it overboard and make ourselves seem more important than anyone else. And the minute that you believe that you won't allow a white person to come into the school, imagine how this guy feels. Imagine how kids feel. Imagine how I would feel. I've felt this way before. I've been on food stamps. I've needed help from the government. I've had a horrible time. You know, I've had a life that I've had to build up myself. And I've had people be like, told me I was given everything. I've not been given everything. That makes no sense. For all you know, this guy's dad raped him when he was a kid, and he spent years in his room having mental problems, and then finally went out and got schooled and went to school. You don't know what anybody's been through. And it doesn't matter even if he wasn't through that. Even if he did grow up in a nice area, whatever. You're in college too. You're all in college together. Why are you preventing you're preventing someone. If I ask you right now, is it okay to prevent someone to come into a school based on their color? You would say, absolutely not, it's racist. Well, not in progressive UC Berkeley. So when a mayor of Oakland, California, comes on and says, oh, you know, let's remain the most diverse and open-minded and progressive place on the world, I call bullshit on that. I call bullshit on you, all these students. No, your students are doing what they always do, causing problems, raising issues all over the streets, trashing your city. As you said, they're trashing your city. The reason why they're trashing your city is because they are trash. They're crybabies who are either given everything or told they were special when they're more special than anybody else. The minute that you tell someone they have a handicap, they use it to their fullest extent, and that is despicable. And that's what these kids or these people or these protesters are doing. And they're all racist. Anybody at UC Berkeley that did this is a racist. So I would never stop somebody from getting into a school no matter what I thought. Although, and you know what I mean? And I'm not one of those people that would do something like that. You know, affirmative action, all that stuff, it's like, you know, you don't stop people, a black guy, from entering into the building to take a police exam because it's not fair, you know? It's like tons of police officers have done terrible things to all of us. We should all be united against any violence like that. We shouldn't go around saying one group is better than the other group. And now what they do is they all come together and say that everybody's better except for white people. That is racism. So you're just being racist yourself. You're literally as bad as any other racist group. But you're hiding behind the fact that people have sympathy for you. And I do. I'm somebody who will fight for the rights of everybody. And I never used to fight for the rights of white people. I never thought I had to. I always fought for black rights. I always fought for women's rights. And I always fought for trans rights. And I always fought for Latinos' rights. I always fought myself. I always fought for those people's rights. I can't believe that in 2016, not only are we still fighting for those rights, but now we have to fight for white people's rights too. Unbelievable. Do I really have to defend white people? Oh my God, I never thought I'd have to do that. I have to defend white people. I can't even believe it. I cannot believe it. It's unbelievable. You should not. This is why many people voted in Donald Trump. But this news continues to break. Tons of people rioting all over the place. Although President Obama has met with Donald Trump very civilly, that's nice. We'll continue to monitor the protest at these racist, regressive schools. They're not progressive. They're actually regressive schools. And I will continue to try to remain in the middle about it. Now, also, there has been, to remain in the middle about it, I also have a video that's going to be coming out on the racism towards black people and other people by white people, because white people, racist whites, have also been taking over all over the place, drawing Nazi symbols and Get Out Now and blah, 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 and crazy stuff like that. I think Donald Trump really needs to, and Obama need to come together and tell everybody, but these brainwashed zombies won't listen. These people are all crazy. Whether it's the narcissistic students who believe they're better than someone else, which automatically makes you crazy and a sociopath, SJWs, or whether you're some white kid from Kentucky who decided that it was okay to write "Coons Get Out" on a wall with a Nazi sign. It's all hate. It's all literally the same thing. It's believing you're better than somebody else, and it's all bad and it's all wrong. And I will not tolerate it, and I will cover it on this channel. White, black, green, orange, blue, or whatever. There are good people and there are bad people. All that matters is the yin and the yang. Every group has bad people in it. And that's why every group is right when they attack the bad people in it. That's why you can justify saying, look at all those kids, look at all those liberals, look at all those Republicans, this is what they do. That's why you can lump them in, because every group has bad in it. So when every group has bad in it, you can always be right about challenging them. It's how you challenge them that matters, and realizing it's only a small percentage of the group. A percentage of Christians are bad. A percentage of Muslims are bad. A percentage of white people are bad. A percentage of black people are bad. A percentage of cops are bad. That's why it's so easy for everyone to attack each other, because we as humans are good, mostly, but there's also a bad side to us as well. And every bad side is spread among different groups and minorities and people throughout the world. So you're always going to find it. That's why you can't go so deep on finalities. You can't be so final. You can't be so absolute. Remember Star Wars. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. Because once you say that all of these people are like that, or all of these people need to go, the minute that you do that, all white people won't come into the class. All black people need to go back to the fields. The minute that you start saying something like that, you have become evil. My name is Joe Cronin. This is Shame on News. And you can't handle the news. You're on Shame on News. Stay tuned for more news right here on Shame on News.